Hi everyone, and welcome back to HR Insight Studio, where we turn HR insight into practical action. If you're a manager, team leader, or SME owner in the UK, this channel is here to help you build confident, capable teams and create workplaces where people can truly thrive. In today's video, we are talking about a skill every manager must master: giving feedback. Not just the formal once a year feedback, I mean everyday feedback that helps your team grow, perform, and feel supported. I'll give you 3 simple models you can use immediately, real examples, and the biggest mistakes to avoid. Let's jump in. So, why is feedback so important? Here is the truth. Most performance issues don't come from lack of talent, they come from lack of clarity. People can't fix what they don't know is a problem. And surprisingly, many employees say they want more feedback, not less. Feedback does 3 things: it clarifies expectations, it builds trust, and it improves performance quickly. But bad feedback, vague, personal, emotional, that's when defensiveness kicks in. So the goal isn't just to give feedback, is to give it well. Before you speak to your employee, take 30 seconds to check your mindset. Feedback works best when it comes from a place of improvement, not frustration. Ask yourself, am I calm? Am I clear on what I want to say? Is this about behavior, not personality? Do I want to help the person succeed? When you approach feedback with the intention to support, not criticize, the entire conversation becomes easier and far more constructive. Let's have a look at our first feedback method, the SBI model: situation, behavior, impact. The SBI model is powerful because it removes emotion, focuses on facts, and prevents defensive reactions. Here is a more complete explanation with examples, variations, and tips. What it is: a technique created by the Center for Creative Leadership to help managers give clear, neutral feedback based on observations, not opinions. How it works: S is for situation. Describe the specific moment. Don't say recently, say in Tuesday's client meeting at 10 a.m. This tightens focus so the person knows exactly what you are referring to. B. Behavior. State what you saw or heard, not what you interpret. So don't say you were being rude. Say you interrupted Sarah 3 times while she was explaining the plan. Facts reduce emotion. I. Impact. Explain the effect of the behavior. This gives the why. Without it, feedback feels arbitrary. Don't say it wasn't great. Say which made it difficult for her to explain her points and caused tension in the room. Why it works. People rarely argue with facts. It avoids blaming personality. It creates a shared understanding, and it works for both positive and development feedback. Here is a positive feedback example. In last Friday's workshop, you stepped in and supported the new starters during the breakout session, which helped them feel more confident and kept the activity running smoothly. Great job! And now, a development feedback example. In yesterday's 1 p.m. call, you spoke for most of the meeting without asking the client any questions, which made it harder to understand their needs. Let's talk about how we can balance that better next time. Now, let's look at our second method, the what, why, how. This model is ideal when you need to drive a behavior change in a clear, supportive way. What it is: a coaching style framework that helps managers explain what needs changing, why it matters, and how to improve it without sounding controlling or harsh. How it works: 1. The what. What needs to change? This must be concise and specific. Don't say your communication needs work. Say, you need to send the weekly report by 3 p.m. on Fridays. 2. Why does it matter? People respond better when they understand the purpose behind the request. Don't say, because I said so. Say, the sales team uses the report to prioritize customer follow-ups. 3. How can it be improved? This is where you show support, not dominance. You can offer tips, resources, suggestions, coaching, check-ins, and training. Example: try setting a reminder every Thursday afternoon and block 30 minutes to draft the summary. Why it works? It motivates without micromanaging. It makes expectations crystal clear. It shows you are committed to helping, and it works extremely well for new managers who struggle to be direct. Let's look at a couple of feedback examples using this model. First, the positive feedback. What you are doing well is giving very clear project updates. This helps the whole team stay aligned and reduces confusion. Please keep preparing your updates in the same structured way. It is working brilliantly. And second, a development feedback version. What needs to change is how you prioritize customer queries. When replies take more than 48 hours, customers can get frustrated. Let's create a system together to help you track and respond to queries faster. Now, let's look at our third method: start, stop, continue. This method is simple, balanced, and avoids overwhelming the employee with too much at once. What it is: a structured way to give feedback that recognizes strengths, highlights areas for improvement, and introduces new behaviors, all in one conversation. How it works: start. Introduce a behavior that would improve performance. Examples: start sharing your weekly priorities with the team. Start using the template for customer feedback. Start scheduling focus time so you are not constantly interrupted. Stop. Identify behaviors that are unhelpful, inefficient, or problematic. Examples: stop sending emails after midnight. It sets unrealistic expectations. Stop multitasking in meetings. Stop skipping your breaks. It's affecting your concentration. Continue. Reinforce the employee's strengths. It's very important for motivation. Examples: continue building strong relationships with clients. They trust you. Continue your detailed project planning. And continue mentoring the junior team members. They benefit from your guidance. Why it works? First of all, employees don't feel attacked. It helps with performance reviews, one-to-ones, and development plans. It gives a complete picture. It includes improvement, new habits, and strengths. Here is an example for a manager to use. Let's go through start, stop, continue. Start presenting your project updates in a shorter, clearer format. Stop jumping in with solutions too quickly before the team shares their ideas. Continue your strong proactive planning. It keeps our timelines on track. And here is another example for a struggling employee. Start organizing your tasks with priorities. Stop taking on additional tasks without checking capacity. And continue your willingness to support the team. It is appreciated. Whichever model you use, here are important tips to make your feedback land well. 1. Keep it timely. Don't wait weeks. Feedback is more effective when it's close to the event. 2. Stay objective. Stick to what you observed. Avoid assumptions about intent. 3. Use a calm, neutral tone. Your tone often matters more than your words. 4. Ask questions. This turns feedback into a conversation, not a lecture. Try, how do you see it? Is there something that got in your way? What support would help you improve this? And 5. Agree on actions. End with a clear understanding of what happens next, and then follow up. And now, let's look at the biggest mistakes managers make when giving feedback. First, being vague. Saying something like, "you need to improve," tells the person nothing. Making it personal. Saying something like, "you're careless." This attacks their character. Giving feedback only when something goes wrong. Remember that praise matters too. Dropping feedback in emotionally charged moments. Remember, timing matters. And not giving the employee a chance to speak. It must be a two-way conversation. If you avoid this, your feedback will be far more effective. Right, so let's combine everything into a real example so you can see how it sounds. By the way, this is an SBI example. During yesterday's customer call, you raised your voice twice, which made the client defensive and slowed the conversation. I want to help you handle difficult calls more confidently. Would you like us to practice a few scenarios together? See? That was clear, factual, supportive, and it opens the dialogue. If you want to become a confident, respected manager, mastering feedback is one of the fastest ways to get there. If you found today's video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next episodes. I'll be releasing more videos on performance management, goal setting, and handling difficult conversations, all explained in simple, practical terms. Thanks for watching HR Insight Studio, where we turn HR insight into action.